Ever found yourself tangled with someone who seems to defy common sense at every turn? How does one navigate such encounters? Welcome to our deep dive into dealing with the perplexing world of foolish people. To begin, let's discern what it means to be foolish. A foolish person is often characterized by a lack of good sense, judgment, or discretion. They may repeatedly make the same mistakes, ignore advice, or fail to consider the consequences of their actions. These individuals can be a source of frustration, causing unnecessary complications in our lives and contributing to societal problems with their unthinking behavior. But it's crucial to remember, everyone has the capacity to be foolish. It's part of being human. So how do we handle these encounters without losing our cool or our sanity? Stick around to find out how to efficiently deal with such people and keep your peace intact. To manage a situation, one must first understand it. Let's delve into the mind of a fool. In the realm of psychology, foolish behavior isn't merely about low intelligence or a lack of common sense. It's a complex matrix of factors that often includes a lack of self-awareness, a disregard for others' opinions, and an inability to learn from mistakes. Let's start with self-awareness. Self-awareness is the capacity to see oneself objectively, to reflect on our behavior and its impact on others. It's a crucial aspect of emotional intelligence. However, individuals who often behave foolishly tend to lack this trait. They're usually blind to their own shortcomings and fail to recognize how their actions might be perceived by others. Moving on, let's talk about disregard for others' opinions. We all know that everyone is entitled to their own opinion. However, individuals with a foolish mindset often dismiss others' perspectives outright. They stubbornly hold on to their views, even in the face of compelling evidence to the contrary. This resistance to new ideas not only isolates them, but also stunts their personal growth. Finally, we arrive at the inability to learn from mistakes. It's human to err, but the real folly lies in repeating the same mistake over and over again. Individuals prone to foolish behavior often don't see their errors as learning opportunities. Instead, they may blame others for their misfortunes or simply ignore the lessons their mistakes could teach them. Psychologists and experts suggest that these traits are not inherent, but are often the product of a person's environment or upbringing. The good news is, with time and effort, these behaviors can be unlearned, and healthier patterns can take their place. Understanding the why behind their behavior is the first step towards dealing with foolish people. So, as we venture further into this topic, remember that knowledge is power. It's not about labeling or judging, but about gaining insight to better navigate our interactions with those who may act foolishly. Ignoring isn't just about turning a blind eye. It's an art and a skill that requires practice. Much like a painter mastering the strokes of his brush, learning to ignore certain behaviors can be an instrumental tool in dealing with foolish individuals. The first step is understanding the importance of ignoring. In the grand scheme of your life, you'll cross paths with countless individuals, each with their own set of quirks and idiosyncrasies. Some may strike you as foolish or irrational. While it's tempting to engage or challenge these individuals, it's often more beneficial to simply ignore them. Ignoring doesn't mean you're weak or indifferent. It's about setting boundaries, prioritizing your peace of mind, and choosing not to engage in fruitless debates. Let's imagine you're at your workplace, and a colleague consistently spreads baseless rumors or engages in petty office politics. Engaging with such behavior can disrupt your productivity and peace of mind. Instead, choose to ignore. Keep your interactions professional, focus on your tasks, and don't let their behavior get under your skin. In personal relationships too, ignoring plays a vital role. Picture a friend who constantly makes ill-judged remarks, despite your repeated attempts to correct them. Here, ignoring their remarks rather than confronting them each time can save you from unnecessary stress and conflict. The key to mastering the art of ignoring lies in its correct application. It's not about completely disregarding the person, but rather, selectively ignoring the behaviors that cause disturbance. It's about distinguishing between what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Remember, ignoring isn't about disrespect. It's about responding wisely and preserving your peace and sanity. It's about understanding that not every action warrants a reaction. And most importantly, it's about realizing that your time, energy, and peace are precious and should not be wasted on fruitless engagements. As we navigate through life, we must learn to master this art. It's not an overnight process, but with practice, we can become adept at it. So the next time you encounter a foolish behavior, take a deep breath, remember these steps, and choose to ignore. Remember, ignoring isn't about disrespect, but about preserving your peace and sanity. When ignoring isn't an option, confrontation becomes necessary. But how does one confront a fool without stooping to their level? Here's where the art of constructive confrontation comes into play. Contrary to popular belief, confrontation isn't about winning an argument or proving a point. It's about addressing a problem or concern in a way that promotes understanding and growth. So how can you engage in constructive confrontation? Firstly, take a deep breath and maintain your composure. Losing your cool won't help the situation. Remember, you're dealing with someone who may not be able to comprehend your point of view, so patience is key. Next, focus on the issue at hand, not the person. Instead of saying you're always late, try your tardiness is affecting the team's productivity. This way, you're addressing the behavior, not attacking the individual. Thirdly, use I statements to express your feelings and thoughts. For instance, instead of saying you're wrong, say, I disagree with your perspective because. This helps prevent the other person from becoming defensive and promotes open dialogue. Additionally, listen. Yes, even to a fool. You might be surprised what you can learn. By listening, you show respect and open the door for them to do the same. Finally, propose a solution or compromise. Remember, the goal isn't to win but to reach an understanding or resolution. This could be as simple as agreeing to disagree, or as complex as devising a new strategy for a project. Now let's put this into practice. Imagine you have a coworker who consistently shows up late for meetings. Instead of ignoring the issue or lashing out, you calmly address it. I've noticed you've been late to our recent meetings. This has been affecting our team's productivity. Could we discuss ways to ensure this doesn't continue? In this scenario, you've maintained your dignity, addressed the issue, and opened up a dialogue for a solution. That's constructive confrontation. Confrontation doesn't have to be negative. It's all about setting boundaries and communicating effectively. Remember, it's not about proving a point, it's about fostering understanding and growth. So next time you're faced with a fool, take a step back, breathe, and confront the situation constructively. Dealing with foolish people can be draining. Building resilience is key to maintaining your mental health in such situations. Resilience is not just a buzzword, it's an essential life skill. It's the ability to bounce back from adverse situations, to keep your cool when dealing with the antics of those who lack wisdom or common sense. It's about preserving your sanity when confronted with the irrationality of others. So, how can you build this emotional resilience? Well, one way is through practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment, acknowledging your emotions without judgment. It's about understanding that your feelings are valid, and that it's okay to feel frustrated or annoyed. But it also teaches you not to dwell on these negative emotions, to let them pass like clouds in the sky. Another way to build resilience is by setting personal boundaries. Know your limits. Understand that it's okay to say no, to walk away when someone crosses the line. You don't have to put up with foolish behavior. By setting boundaries, you protect your mental health and preserve your peace of mind. Fostering positive relationships is equally important. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who respect you, who understand your worth. Their positive energy can act as a shield, protecting you from the negativity of foolish individuals. With resilience, you'll find yourself less affected by the antics of foolish individuals. So, how does one deal with foolish people? It's a journey of understanding, ignoring, confronting, and building resilience. We've taken this journey together, dissecting the foolish mind, mastering the art of ignoring, engaging in constructive confrontation, and fortifying our resilience. A crucial takeaway is the importance of safeguarding your mental well-being in the face of foolishness. Remember, you can't change a fool, but you can change how you react to one. Don't forget to subscribe to Dr. Mind for more insights. Until next time, stay wise.